Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Knowing Angels channel. I almost said Academy, which you guys have heard by now. You can check that out in the link below. But here today, we're talking about angels, but we're also talking about something really important, and it might be controversial. I want to put out to you that you don't have to believe a word I say. And I know I've said that before, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If I say something, you're like, oh no, Lisa, you are insane. Like that, no way. That's okay. Like, it doesn't bother me. You're allowed to believe whatever you believe, but what I ask of you in this video in particular, but any of my videos, is that you take a moment, especially if there's something you don't agree with. You can pause the video, take a moment, write it down, and really feel into it. What do you believe about whatever I'm talking about that you disagreed with me? What is your beliefs about it, though? And not what it's not what someone told you. It's not what your mom taught you. It's not what you read in the book. It's what do you feel in here, in your heart, and in your gut, and your intuition. What feels right to you, and you don't have to worry about being judged because you don't have to tell anybody. This is for your personal growth, okay, for your personal whatever. You know what I mean? I think you get it. And I told you guys, when I was growing up, my mom, we would, go to church, and my mom wanted me to take Jesus into her heart and be like a Christian, born again. I don't know. I was like 11 or something. And I remember in my head, I thought, I really don't agree with some of the aspects of this religion. And in that instance, I formed my own relationship with God, and I do believe in God. You don't have to. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. I'm not here to talk religion or to talk you into believing anything. I'm here to give you the knowledge that I've been giving by the angels, by spirit, by God, by universe, by whatever, and pass it on to you so that you have the info, so that you can make the at peace knowledge for yourself. Okay. We're all human. I'm human. And so we all interpret things differently. And that's part of the beauty of being here on earth, is so many different cultures, so many different ideas. Of course, things go bad, unfortunately, with humans and ego, but let's not get into any negativity today. Let's get into the topic. So first of all, my name is Lisa Gober. In case you don't know, I have been a psychic medium for a really long time, over 30 years, and I have been working with angels my whole life. I have several programs where you can learn to work with your angels and grow your psychic abilities. And you can visit the link below, lisagober.com, and check all of those programs out and how to work with me on a personal level. But let's dive in again to today's topic, which is, why are we here? Why? Well, I'm going to give you the first reason, and then I'm going to give you another reason. There's several reasons. The first reason is God, source, spirit, whatever, decided it wanted to know itself better. Okay. So it wanted to have different experiences. So we were created. If you go back a few of my videos, you can, I go through who was created first, angels and earth angels, and then us. We're not going to get into aliens and all that. That's not my expertise. Anyway, so we were created. We were created with ego. We were created with the knowledge of the power we have of our creation, but we were also created with ego, and therefore we have to grow into this knowledge of how powerful we are. I hope that makes sense. So let's put it this way. God, I'm going to pull from the Bible. God created us in the likeness and image of him. So you can, again, intersperse that with whatever you believe in. But we were created in likeness and image of this energy, which is all powerful. It can create, out of thin air. It is creation, it is love, it is joy. But with our ego, we've forgotten. Okay, so we need to get back to that. A lot of you may recognize, again, I'm not being religious, but you might recognize the name Jesus, the dude that used to be on earth. He did a lot of miracles, walked on water, changed water into wine, healing, what have you. And he didn't do it for people to be like, oh, son of God, oh my God, he's amazing. He didn't do it for the awe factor or recognition. He actually was doing it to show us what we could do. Like, look, I'm walking on water. You could do it too if you wanted to. You could create things out of thin air if you really wanted to. So, you know, I think a lot of people are probably like, that's a tough one for me, and that's okay. That's another thing where I say, go sit, feel into it, see how you feel about it. But we're really here to get past our ego, to work through it and work with it eventually, because our ego is part of us, is part of our human experience, and to be able to live in joy and faith and love and create an amazing life, whatever we want to manifest and just have this amazing life. But we have to get there. We have to let go and unlearn a lot of what we were taught. And that is not an easy thing. There are some people who are going to have to come back again and again on earth in a human body until they get to this point of more enlightenment, so to speak. We're here to experience being human. That's it. You can't know joy without knowing sorrow, right? You can't know anger without knowing peace, I guess. You know, the opposites, right? You can't know one without the other. Sorry, my mom is babysitting 2 little doggies and she keeps sending me all these pictures and videos. So you can't know one without the other, okay? You can't. So that's our experience. But once we get to a point where we realize we don't have to be in despair all the time. We don't have to be in anxiety all the time. We don't have to be so stressed all the time. You don't have to work at a job you hate all the time. It's all about what you believe, okay? You can create, once you realize you can live in joy and that faith and create and do and have whatever you desire, things start to change. Things start to happen just with positive thinking. And I know people are like, oh, I'm just bad. You know what? How about you try it for like a couple weeks and let me know. Oh my gosh, she keeps texting me all these pictures. I wish I could show. It's very cute if you're a dog lover, very cute. But like, I'm doing a video right now, which she doesn't know, but fair enough. So we're here to have this human experience and get to the point of enlightenment. And don't get me wrong, you're still going to have, you know, even knowing all this and practicing it, you're still going to have pain sometimes. You're still going to experience sorrow and sadness and anger, and that's okay. That's okay. But it's about how quickly we can go back into faith. And I'm not talking faith as a religious faith. I'm talking faith as I know everything always works out for me. I know I always get what I want. I know everything's always okay. There's more pictures. I know, you know, I am love. I am joy. When we can just allow ourselves to have those feelings and move through them and get back as quickly as we can to soul and self, okay? When I do this, it means I'm bringing us to center, like, you know, when we go into our ego and we really wallow and stuff, which I'm prone to doing for months at a time, we go off center, we're like, whoa, and then once you're like, wait a minute, I don't want to be that way, I'm going to do the work to work through my emotions and bring myself back, then you can bring yourself back into, you know, what a lot of people say, alignment. What you're really doing is you're connecting to your soul and your truth, and kind of letting go of the ego, moving through the ego to reconnect with soul, which is pure love and joy. So I hope this video makes sense to you. It's quite simple. What we're here for is to be in joy, live in joy, live in faith. Again, just faith that you are a powerful being and you create, and there's always money and there's always time and there's always enough. We're taught the opposite. If you look outside yourself, it's totally opposite of that. If you look in here, we have everything. We have it all. And once you start realizing that, you start seeing that. Things start piling in. You're like, whoa, it's pretty cool. I've experienced it over and over and over, and that's getting into manifestation, which we're not going to do in this video. But I think you get my drift. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. If you have any comments, please put them in the comments below. And if you have any moments where you're like, I don't agree with you, Lisa, but I sat with it, and this is what I believe, this is what feels true to me, I'd love to hear about it. I really would. I love hearing different perspectives. So if you like this video, please like it, please follow me, and if you really like it, please share, because the more info we can get out there to people, the more we're going to bring peace, and the more knowledge they have, the more they're going to step away from the fear of seeing what's going on the outside, and realizing we don't have to be afraid. We don't have to live that way. All right, I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Have a blessed day.